All right, so I'm standing in London Victoria Station on the 24th of June, 1916, almost 2 years into World War I. And 7 days from now, nearly 60,000 men are going to become victims of what certainly was the most devastating battle in British history. So join me as I travel to northern France to witness the first day of the Battle of the Somme. This is going to be a heavy one. Let's go.
You're the man of the house now. Look after your mum, okay? I love you both.
Hundreds of conversations like that are happening right now, and a lot of them don't even know that this is the last time they'll ever see or speak to one another. Every single one of these men left someone behind on that platform. Wives, children, family. And now it's just silence. Nobody's talking, nobody's looking at each other. I think it's just hitting them that they're actually leaving. You look like you could do with some company. You okay?
Not really, madam. I just turned 18, so I had to enlist. I don't want to die, I really don't. I don't even know how to hold a gun properly.
You're gonna be fine, just stay strong, okay? All right, here we are, Dover. And that ship behind me is headed to France, carrying the latest wave of reinforcements. 2 years into World War I, and they need more men. They always need more men. It's beautiful out here, huh?
It is. My first time seeing the ocean. Don't really get the chance to, being from London. I didn't catch your name.
Esme, and you?
Harry. What are you doing here anyway? I thought women weren't fighting in the war.
Oh, I'm helping out with the wounded.
That thing you're holding, a magic healer then?
Something like that.
Keep it safe in that case. I might need it at some point.
Good luck out there, Harry. You got this.
Thanks, Esme, you too.
That's France. And the closer we get, the quieter it gets on this deck. Like everyone just needs a moment to process what they're actually sailing toward.
Let's go, soldiers! Keep it moving!
Calais, France. Everything changed when those boots hit French soil. The laughing stopped, the talking stopped. Everyone's just focused. Things just got very real here very quickly.
Please, don't let them arrive here. We beg of you.
That woman has probably watched thousands of soldiers march one way but not the other through this village. I can't imagine how scary it must have been to live on the outskirts of this, let alone fight.
I don't think I can do this. My legs are shaking so much, I feel sick to my stomach. We have to, Joe. It's kill or be killed. Think of our families. We have to win this war. For them.
Here, son. Fight like your life depends on it. Because it most certainly does.
He told me on the train he'd never held a gun properly, and now they've just handed him one and told him to march toward the front with it. We're nearly at the trenches now.
So this is our home for the foreseeable future? Could be worse, I suppose. In what way, you blithering idiot? I was joking. You either laugh or cry at this point. Laugh or cry? More like get shot and die.
3 days of traveling and we're here. The bombardment is non-stop. But the real attack is 4 days from now, and standing in this trench for the first time, I honestly can't describe it. The mud, the smell, the noise. If hell on earth was a place, this would be it.
She's not wrong. Whatever you do, don't get caught out there. It's called no man's land for a reason, or no woman's land to you. And keep your head down for Christ's sake.
Shell craters, barbed wire, lifeless bodies. And over there are the German trenches, 300 yards separating two armies. Sitting in this trench, knowing what I know and not being able to say anything is the hardest thing I've ever had to do. Even if I did, it's not like it would change anything anyway. This chapter in history's already been written.
What are you talking about, love?
1.5 million shells will have been fired by the end of the week. Saturday, 7:30 a.m., we go over the top. The wire will be gone and their defences destroyed. We'll take their trenches by dusk.
Little does he know the Germans have been in underground bunkers this whole time.
Can someone get this woman out of here?
You overheard the plan, right? What are your thoughts?
I don't buy it. 7 days of hopeful shelling and they expect us to just walk across. Truth is, they know it's a numbers game and they'll sacrifice as many of us as needed to get the job done. They won't tell us that, though.
Hey, what are people surviving on around here?
Bully beef, biscuits that'll break your teeth, and crap tea, miss. Every day.
Corned beef from a tin, granite biscuits, and what he said about the tea. All while they wait for the fateful orders on Saturday morning. 3 days. And I've already heard everything I need to know about how this is going to go. The generals are outwardly confident, but they know the reality. Word's getting around and the soldiers are understandably not so sure. History already tells us what's going to happen.
Let's not be all doom and gloomy, love.
Last night before the 1st of July, and they all know what's happening in the morning. Some playing cards, some are sleeping, some are just staring at the trench wall. Everyone's dealing with it differently.
You want to come play?
Oh, I'm good, thanks. I'm terrible at cards. Wouldn't want to embarrass myself. What are you writing, Harry?
Just a letter to my family. I just want them to know that I love them and that I'll be okay whatever happens. I just don't want them to worry, you know?
Who's that beautiful lady in the photo?
That's my mum. She was heartbroken when I left. I keep picturing her face when the train left the station. It pains me so much, it really does. Can I have a hug? Sorry, a bit daft that.
I keep thinking about that letter tucked inside his jacket. And his mom at home waiting for him. Being here is so devastating, but these people's stories need to be told. I'll see you in the morning. July 1, 1916, dawn. I've been here for 5 days knowing this morning was coming. The day history never forgot. I don't feel ready for this.
Take this. You're going to need it.
"7:28 a.m. and 17 mines detonate all at once beneath the German lines. One of the largest explosions in human history up until now. 2 minutes to go. 7 days of bombardment. And then silence. Complete silence. The officers are moving along the line, whistles in hand. 60 seconds.
When that whistle goes, you know what to do. May God be with you all.
30 seconds. I can't believe what I'm about to witness. They're getting tangled. And the machine guns, picking people off by the second. The bombardment didn't work. This isn't what the generals told them would happen. None of this is what they were told. They never knew the resistance would be this strong. That's not who I think it is. Oh, no. Harry, you're hurt.
Looks like it. I was doomed from the moment I boarded that train, wasn't I?
No, you weren't. You were brave, Harry. You were so brave. Stay with me, okay?
My mum. Make sure she gets this. Please, Esme. Promise me.
I promise. Rest easy, soldier. I need to get out of here. This morning has broken me in a way I never could have imagined. Around 57,000 men were wounded, missing, or killed in a single morning. Nearly 20,000 of them never came home. The generals were wrong about the wire, wrong about the bunkers, wrong about everything. The battle went on for another 4 months, over 1 million casualties on both sides by November, for 6 miles of ground. And it all started in northern France, with those men, who deserved so much better. I gotta go fulfill that promise. Excuse me, are you Harry's mom?
Yes, why? Is he okay?
He asked me to bring you this. He was so brave and he loved you so much. I'm so sorry. Wow, it's good to be back. What a journey, honestly. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. It was super emotional to create. Check out my ebook too if you're curious how I make these videos. Links down below. This video's really made me want to see my grandma, so I'm gonna go and visit her whilst I'm still in London. She's British, by the way.
Been up to much lately, Esme?
I just got back from time traveling to the trenches of World War I as it happens.
Funny one you are. You know your great-great-grandfather was killed in those trenches. Never came home. His poor mother received a letter one day from a peculiar young lady. Turned out his girlfriend was expecting a baby. My papa. That's him. Harry, his name was. You all right, love? You look like you've seen a ghost.